Lesson 107, truth will correct all errors in my mind. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. What can correct illusions but the truth? So today's lesson is all about the truth, all about basically like once you invite more truth into your life and into your mind and into your being, there is no room for illusion. So if you're still entertaining a bunch of illusions, being a crazy psychopath here on the almost new moon, is anyone else feeling it or is it just me? Let's go within more. Let's have more truth, because have you ever gotten a little taste of it? Lesson 107 says, okay, just remember that one little time or like nothing for like a short amount, a moment. Nothing came in to interrupt your peace. Remember? It felt so good. We'll take that and multiply it by 100 and then multiply it by 100 times more. Like, that's what we're talking. So we don't have a clue, probably, but we're getting little tastes of it and we like it. So we want more of it. All right. Here's a few other thoughts on truth. Yeah, Tina Jesus. So lesson 107 with Tina Jesus. Truth is true, whether you believe it or not. It was a short and sweet one, just talking like, listen, truth is true. Like, you don't need to argue with it. You don't need to defend it. Like, it just is. Jesus did an analogy with calling truth. It's very much like a lion. It knows it's a lion. It doesn't have to argue or defend itself because it's a freaking lion and it knows it, and it knows it can rip your face off. All right, he didn't say that, but think about it. A lion knows its strength. It knows who it is. Same thing with truth. So you don't need to defend truth. When you are in alignment with truth, you know it. You feel good about it. When you are out of alignment with truth, you feel depressed, off, sad. But when you are lined up, like alignment, a lion, when you're a lion, you friggin' know it. So get in alignment with truth. And then you don't have to have these petty arguments with muggles. You don't need to argue with truth, and you don't need to defend truth either. That's not your job. All you need to do is line up with it, relax, trust, enjoy the quiet, enjoy the calm, align with truth, and relax in your knowing. Ba-doop, boop, boop. Wasn't I so clever? A lion, alignment. Ooh, I love it. That just like popped in my head when I was thinking about alignment. I don't know. You know me and wordplay. I'm a big old nerd. But yeah, I think it's time for us to be lions. Like, do you really need to argue with these hyenas? No. You're a lion. Are you going to argue with a donkey? No. You're a lion and you know it. And it just is what it is. So truth needs to come on in, stay forever. And that's what truth does. It doesn't come or go. Like, it is what it is. It's eternal. So lesson 107 says, do not forget your function for today. Do not forget. So each time that you tell yourself with confidence, truth will correct all errors in my mind. Every time you do that confidently in alignment, you know I'm not going to be able to let it go. You speak for all the world and him who would release the world as he would set you free. It's been a long day. Anyways, which is fine because I can also say, truth will correct all errors in my mind, and I will rest in him who is myself. Big self, capital S self. So yeah, let's just bring in that truth more and more. Let's correct those errors because it sucks. It sucks to keep on lining up with illusion. What we need to line up with is alignment with truth. All right, here's Pathways of Light. Hang tight and listen, okay? These stories are freaking golden nuggets of truth. Okay, that would have been cool if like I would have cut it and, okay. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 107 Insights. Truth will correct all errors in my mind. Anytime I feel anxious, impatient, hurried, unhappy, guilty, or less than peaceful in any way, it is a sign that I am believing in error. I am making an error real in my mind. Truth will correct that error in my mind and return me to the place of calm so deep it cannot be disturbed. Truth is everywhere, ever present. There is no place I need to go, no place I need to be to find the truth. It is always with me. I only need to stop holding barriers against the truth, stop believing in error. This is the undoing referred to in the Course. I need do nothing to find the truth, but I do need to stop interfering with the awareness of truth. It is the feverish attempt to hold on to illusions and make them real that bars truth from healing my mind. As I stop holding on to error, the truth will enter of its own, because truth is what I am in reality. So today, I ask my one self to walk with me and guide my vision, to recognize the illusions I have made that stand in the way of my awareness of truth. I accept his strength as mine and use that strength to let illusions go. It is the strength of the one self in me through which I forgive the world, forgive myself, and let truth correct all illusions in my mind. I rest in peace and gratitude in the strength of myself. The weight of the world is lifted from my shoulders, for the errors of the world are corrected, as I let truth correct the errors in my mind. God's peace is mine. I accept it now. With gratitude, I offer that peace to all the world. When I close my eyes, I was shown a movie theater. The way to see the movie in this theater was to look through the body's eyes. Through the body's eyes, pictures were seen where everything appeared to be separate and distinct, different and unique. Many stories arose while looking through the body's eyes, and gradually I found myself becoming more and more engrossed with the stories. They seemed very real. These stories were about individual lives where individual identities lived and died. There were stories of victory and tragedy, competition, life and death. As I became more and more engrossed in the stories, I felt feelings of fear, elation, lack, anxiety, struggle, hanging on, and constant ever-changing ups and downs. The stories went on, with one problem after another. My anxiety level went up and down with all the constant changes in the stories. The stories are tiring. I ask for a better way. I am told to step back from the stories by ever so little, to detach my mind from them. I am asked to let my mind be quiet and give the stories a rest. As I do this, I am brought to an inner place of quiet, a place of inner peace. An inner voice tells me that these stories are not real. These stories are hallucinations brought on by the desire to see individuality, specialness, separation from oneness. I ask, how do I detach from the stories? They seem so real, it seems impossible to detach from them. The inner voice says, you can with help. If you don't want to detach from the stories, you won't. If you want to detach from the stories, you will. Truth will enter into your mind as it is given welcome. Practice giving welcome to the truth a little at a time every day. The more you practice, the stronger your welcoming the truth muscles grow. You want to walk in the truth, but you must practice it. At first a little, and then more and more. The more you practice, the stronger your willingness to welcome the truth becomes. The truth is always there waiting on welcome. The truth will always show you that the stories are not real. Individuality could never be real. What you see through the body's eyes is not real. You are infinite spirit, the eternal spirit of love, joy, and peace. You are changeless. You are thought in the mind of love. Love gives all to all equally. There is no division of any kind. All is one. All is love. The stories are not real. They are barriers to the truth. As you practice welcoming the truth will correct all errors in your mind. The veil will be lifted and you will be set free from the self-imposed tyranny of the stories of separation. Take time out to let the truth correct all errors in your mind. Nothing is more important than this. I agree that nothing is more important. I am more aware of my stories as stories and more determined to let them go. But I notice that many of the stories have the same theme, even though the stories are different. I read a couple of articles that talked about the need for struggle as a core belief. We sometimes say something like, God uses our struggles to help us grow. The article suggested new core beliefs based on learning through joy and peace. I think that this is true of me, and I'm glad for these last several lessons which emphasizes joy and peace. Getting a little distance from my stories, I can see that I have been more comfortable with struggle than with peace. I have been believing that I can get more done through struggle, and peace is perhaps a reward for struggling. I am excited at the idea of a new, happier way of living. pathwaysoflight.org. All right, it's time to get rewarded. I totally think so. So let's just say it like it is. Truth is true, and cookies will correct all errors in my mind. I know, you were wondering, like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this with cookies? Yeah, how do we invite more truth? Through cookies. Cookies will correct all errors in my mind. All right, y'all. Thank you so very, very much for somehow making it to lesson 107 with me. Good job if you started at the beginning and did a lesson every day. We're not even a third of the way done. Almost a third of the way done. Yeah, that's not discouraging at all. Hey, it's like you just got to do a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Sometimes to keep myself going, I look ahead and see what is tomorrow. And it's going to be more truthy stuff, more truthy, and it's another good size lesson. But anyways, from what I'm sneaking a peek of, it'll be worth it to come back. So good job today, lesson 107. There was probably other stuff I could say, but I think the Pathways of Light covered it. I think Jesus covered it. I think the lion covered it. I think my nerdy wordplay, be in alignment, covered it, okay? So cookies, lions, really, that'll get us through. All right, thanks so much. Much love to you.